Teddy, purely as a boxer, what do you see with Conor McGregor?
Yeah, Caveman. You know, listen, a real tough guy, very brilliant, genius promoter. There hasn't been a promoter like him since Muhammad Ali, and that's a great compliment that I'm giving him. And they're tough guys. All these UFC guys, they're genuinely tough guys, and they have grappling skills. They get you on the floor. You know, for the average athlete, it's all over. But as far as boxing, and it's not a knock on them, it's just a fact in my world. They're cavemen. They would not beat sea-level fighters. I mean, he would last as long as Mayweather would allow him to last for. You know, it's just primitive. Their skills striking. They call it striking. We call it boxing. Standing on your feet, chucking punches. It's primitive compared to the elite boxers. And as I said a moment ago, even below the elite boxers, Class C boxers that are professional fighters would have an easy time with these guys. But it's a different story when they can take you into their world. When they can get you on the floor and grapple and do those sort of things, well, then it's, as I said, it's a different story. But as far as strictly adhering to boxing rules, no contest, baby.
Okay, not sure I agree with Conor being a C-level boxer. Now, at one point I did, but I think his boxing has improved tremendously over the past couple fights. Plus, the crazy part is that at times he almost looks like he is trying to mimic or fight like Mayweather. Now, I'm not talking about the shoulder roll or running around the ring, but the way he can gauge distance and kind of rock back, then counterpunch. So anyway, why am I talking about this? Well, partially because I am still pissed about the Kovalev-Ward fight and the circus that boxing has become, and partially because I think this fight has a possibility of happening. We see how much money both guys can generate, especially when they have the correct opponents. Further, we see how Conor, the assholes at the UFC, and the biggest asshole, Dana White, are apparently not getting along so well. Here we see how both Conor and Dana are playing chicken with each other to see who chickens out first. Then we hear that Dana would not even put the freaking championship belt on the guy who has been making him millions of dollars back to back to back. Then the UFC didn't even have Conor's second belt ready on the historic UFC 205. Conor definitely shot some subliminals at Dana and the UFC, and to me they were justified. I mean, the UFC is a billion-dollar company and they are pinching pennies. And of course, Dana always has some excuse for his being an asshole. Then look at the pay-per-view Conor has been generating this past year. Apparently, George St. Pierre and Brock Lesnar, at their height of popularity in 2010, along with the other shows, did around 8.8 million for the UFC. And in comparison, Conor apparently single-handedly, or at least his cards, sold more pay-per-views in 2016 than GSP and Brock combined. Now, Ronda to me is a little bit different and a little misleading. In my opinion, Ronda had to carry the entire card, the entire show herself, whereas Conor's, his cards are always stacked with multiple championship titles on the line, crazy promotion, and Ronda was pretty much, in my opinion, able to carry the card herself. So those sales are a little misleading, but nonetheless, Conor is making a ton of money for the UFC. Anyway, just my thoughts that Conor could eventually face Mayweather. I mean, Mayweather's damn near 40 years old. And I'm not sure I agree with Teddy saying that Conor is a caveman and he would be beaten by sea-level boxers. But everyone has their opinion, and I guess it gives us something to talk about. You guys take care. Have a great day.